Princess Aurelia.
Hello everybody, it's your girl Princess Brittany, and today I want to talk with you all about something very different than what I normally talk about on my channel. Today I want to discuss my very first tooth extraction experience. So getting into it, I've been having a really bad toothache for about a year now, but it's been on and off. It'll come and then it'll go, and then it'll come back with a vengeance. Like, that's how bad it was. And I told my mom about what was going on, and she told me that she would make me an appointment, and I am so grateful for her love and support. And she took me, she found the place for me. It was called the Mint Dental, and she also drove me up there, and she was by my side the whole time. I remember when we got to the clinic, I had so much anxiety. Like, I was so scared. My anxiety was through the roof. I did not want to get an extraction, but I also didn't want to be in pain anymore. So, the way I saw it, while I have the support to be able to get it done, why not go ahead and get it over with? And then at the same time, I just really was tired of thinking about it, and I knew it was something that I had to do. So the place, as I said, is Mint Dental, and it is so nice. Like, they have a fireplace, they have nice couches, they have coffee machine, they have everything. And I remember as I was going through my anxiety, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna get this done. I remember seeing people walking out, and everybody I would see was so happy. Like, they were walking out from whichever procedures or whatever it was, whether it be a cleaning or whatever they got done, and they looked so happy. And I was like thinking to myself, like, wow. And I even saw like a little girl, she had finished with whatever she had got done, and she just looked so happy. And I was thinking to myself, if she can do it, I can too. And so, my mom, she filled out the paperwork for me and everything. We talked for a bit, and then before I knew it, it was time for my name to be called, and they said Brittany, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe I'm getting this done. And so we went to the back with the dental assistant, and she gave me an X-ray. And she knew that this tooth had been bothering me because we told her, my mother and I, that this tooth, which is now gone, been bothering me a whole lot. And she also saw the X-ray, and she was just like, I am so sorry that you had to go through that. I am so sorry that it's been causing you so much pain. And it really and truly had been. And so we talked about my options, and I knew for a fact that I wanted the nitrous oxide, which is also known to some of you that don't know as laughing gas. And so the dentist came in, and he shook my hand, and he was so nice. His name was Dr. McNeil, and I really do appreciate him. And he looked at the X-ray as well, and it was bad. Like, he said that it basically looked like a shell, and really the only option that I did have was to get it taken out. And that tooth was so damaged to the point of no return. There was nothing else that could be done for it. And so we opted, for the nitrous oxide. And I remember the dental assistant asked me which flavor I wanted. She asked me if I wanted mint, if I wanted fruity, and I chose to have the fruity flavor. And so I remember her putting the nitrous oxide mask over my nose, and she told me to breathe in through my nose and breathe out, and it was something that I constantly needed to do. And so the dentist, his name was Dr. McNeil, he came back in, and I remember him giving me like 2 injections to my gum. And I just remember it not being as painful as I thought it was going to be. I just remember doing so much research on everything. Like, I would look at Twitter, I would type in tooth extraction, I would type in first tooth extraction, I would type in laughing gas. I typed in so many different things, and a lot of people were saying that the worst part was actually the injections. And so I was actually surprised that it wasn't as bad as what I was initially thinking that it was going to be. And so it took a while for the nitrous oxide to take effect, as well as the injections, but I do remember this side of my mouth being very numb. And as the nitrous oxide was starting to kick in, I did feel good. I had a tingly feeling throughout my fingers and my legs. Like, I just felt happy. Honestly, I really did. I felt happy. And I do feel like it calmed me. I honestly do think that it calmed me because, you know, as I said, when I walked in, I had a lot of anxiety. So some time had passed. I'd say maybe about 10 minutes had passed, and the dentist came back in, and I remember thinking, like, I'm so nervous, like, what's gonna happen next? And I remember my number one thing, I had to have my music playing during the procedure, because I remember looking at a video, and this girl said that she had her music playing so that she didn't hear the crunch of them pulling her teeth out. And when I was seeing that video, I was like, that's a really good idea. And so, you know, I did the same thing also, because I didn't want to have to hear the crunch of my teeth being pulled out. And so I remember as I was getting my surgery done, my tooth extraction, the dental assistant, she held my head very firmly in place, and the dentist then used a tool to be able to, it felt like he was really scraping. Like, I didn't feel any pain whatsoever, so I'm very grateful for that. I didn't feel any pain, and that was initially my worst fear. I just felt a whole lot of scraping in my mouth, like really just scraping, and I was tasting blood. But it didn't hurt though, mind you, it didn't hurt at all. And then before I knew it, he took his gloves off very quickly, and he said, that's it, you did a great job. And I was like, really? I remember I sat up, I was like, really? It's over? That's it? And they said, yeah, that's it, it's over. And I remember telling my mom how happy the nitrous oxide made me, and being so happy that it was all done, that I don't have to think about this anymore, because it's something that had been bothering me. Like I said, I couldn't sleep at night with the toothache. It was just all bad. So I'm so happy and blessed that I have the mother that I do, that was there for me, and to be able to have a great dentist and dental assistant as well. And so at the end, the dental assistant did put the gauze right here, as you can see, where my tooth is missing. And there was a lot of blood involved as well. So when it was all over with, I did receive a package, a goodie bag, a different goodie bag though, a goodie bag for my extraction. And what I did get, my mom told them that she wanted my teeth. She wants to be able to keep them, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but that's my tooth right there. And these are the pieces that were left. I am so proud of myself for getting it over with. I truly am. And I also got a cold pack, which I will probably be needing tomorrow. I got a syringe. I got plenty of gauze, and I also received special care instructions, what to do after the extraction, and all of that information that's going to be very important for these next couple of days. And I do want to say that today I'm actually filming on the day of the extraction, so I just wanted it to be my raw thoughts about everything that has happened and be able to talk to you all about it the same exact day. So, also I want to say thank you, Dr. McNeil. Thank you to dental assistant Diane. She was very, very sweet and very helpful with everything. And I want to say thank you to the receptionist, Brittany. Her name is spelled differently than mine. I want to say thank you to her as well because she was so sweet. And I remember her joking and saying that her mom should take notes from my mom because my mom was filling out my paperwork and such. And above everything, I want to say thank you to God because none of this would have been possible without God, because I know that things could have gone so different than the way that it did. And God truly protected me through my very first surgery. So I'm very grateful for that. So after we left the dental clinic, my mother and I went to Walgreens, and I remember when I walked into Walgreens, everybody was looking at me so strange because after I finished my procedure, my mouth was twisted. Like, it was literally like this. It was not a good look. And there was so much sympathy. Like, a lot of people, they just looked at me and they knew that something wasn't right about the way that I looked, but I know that they weren't sure what it was. But yeah, the reason why we went to Walgreens was to pick up my prescriptions, and I got hydrocodone, and I also got some ibuprofen. And for the ibuprofen, I'm supposed to take 1 tablet by mouth every 6 hours as needed for pain and inflammation. And for the hydrocodone, I'm supposed to take 1 tablet by mouth every 4 to 6 hours as needed for pain. And it says do not drive. So those were the prescriptions that my mother and I picked up. And I remember thanking my mom and telling her, you know, I appreciate her. I gave her a kiss on the cheek, and I was like, I really appreciate you, you know, for being there for me. And other than that, I picked up some chocolate pudding and some applesauce because at this point, I do not want to do anything that's going to interfere with my new hole. I don't want to do anything that's going to mess with that or interfere with that. And I'm just gonna lay back. You know, it's about 10 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock at night. I'm probably gonna get some more applesauce or chocolate pudding and just watch Netflix for the rest of the night. Just take it easy. And I've already had some hydrocodone earlier, so I don't need to take any more meds until tomorrow, and that's if I do need them. Lastly, I do want to say, remember to floss your teeth every single day. It's going to save you in the end from having to go through what I went through. And other than that, I mean, if you have any anxiety or you're worried or you're petrified like I was about getting your tooth extracted, just do it. You know, because it may not be as bad as you think it is. And I was somebody that went into the whole situation exactly how you may be feeling. Petrified, scared, don't know what to expect. But just do it. You're going to be so much happier in the end if you just get it over with. And it'll save you from a lot of health risk as well. So don't be afraid. If you need someone to talk to, feel free to message me. Write me in the comment section below if you've been through the situation before and you can relate. I want to thank you all so much for watching my video. Of course, I can't talk about the healing process because it's only day 1. I just got it done today, so I can't talk about that yet, but keep up with my social media accounts, or maybe, just maybe, if there are enough people who are interested, I will make another video and update about how the healing process is going. So thank you all so much for watching, and remember to stay blessed.